look into those and figure them out. But we're here. We're playing Dragon Quest, you guys. Dragon Quest is like unbelievably like. I'm so stressed right now. I'm so stressed during my first stream, but this will calm me down. This will make me happy. Let's do it together. This is in Japanese, so please have a little bit of patience if I don't know exactly what to do. If you guys do know Japanese, feel free to hop in and help out. But I do have a guide that I'm going to look at on my phone. I know that's blasphemy to some, but it'll help things move along and look better and sound better, and that doesn't make any sense, but we're here. It's going to be okay. So to give you guys some context, because many of you probably can't read Japanese, the way that this game works is it's set in an alternate timeline of Dragon Quest 1. So in Dragon Quest 1, you make a choice. Do you want to join the evil Dragon Lord, or do you want to fight against him? And of course, to get the proper ending, you have to fight against him. But Dragon Quest Builders says, no, what if the hero did join the evil Dragon Lord? And you, as a builder, in the wake of the destruction from that alliance, that easy evil alliance, you have to go and rebuild the town. So that's what we're going to do. And so this is the Dragon Lord. I'm sure he's saying some really evil bullshit. But how familiar are you guys with Dragon Quest, by the way? Just out of curiosity. And let me know how the sound is. I'm really worried about the sound. Am I drunk? No, I'm drinking a Perrier. This is just water. Hello, Reslo. A lot of people not very familiar with Dragon Quest. That's good, because one of my favorite Dragon Quest... No, not one of my favorite Dragon Quests. One of my favorite streams was doing Dragon Quest Heroes, and so many people after that stream said, hey, you really sold that game. You made it look like fun. I want to be an ambassador for Dragon Quest, so if I can do that here, maybe you guys will bug Square Enix about a localization for Dragon Quest Builders. So we woke up in a grave. I'm not sure why. I haven't watched any videos. I did play the demo, but my only experience with this game is in Japanese, so I'm not sure why this poor little boy is in a grave. That seems upsetting. The naughty little boy's mustache thing from Monday's stream really got me. Bossman is the ambassador for Devil's Third. That's so funny. Alright, so we're gonna jump out of this grave. I think it just wants us to move around right now. Yep. So we're in the tutorial. We're in this little cave of a tutorial. Let me pull up the guide here to make sure we don't miss anything. Give me 1 second. Okay, it's pulled up. What's the next thing? This game is actually really good at giving you pictures when it wants you to do something specific. So I've heard that if you are interested in importing this, it's really easy to pick up on, and we'll see if that's true. Keep in mind that I'm a total idiot, so your mileage may vary based on my experience. Alright, see? It wants us to go grab those flowers. That's not so hard. Rising from death itself. So, I am one of those guys that absolutely adores Minecraft, but I'm sort of intimidated by the openness of it. I don't believe in my own creativity, and so when you kind of give me a sandbox and you're like, do whatever you want, I get scared. And that's why Dragon Quest Builders is so exciting to me, because if you sort of give me that classic Dragon Quest RPG framework and sort of give me a goal, I think that's a good way to ease me in, and I'm curious if other people feel the same way. Use the building table to create the healing cream. Healing cream sounds gross. I don't know if I would want to like put any of that on my body. I don't like cream in general. Ben Morfact does not like cream. Hey, thank you. I'm not sure if you guys saw my escapist piece on the fighting game stuff, but that took a long time to actually come to fruition. Work started on it like a month ago, so if you guys did read it, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I love just writing articles is like my favorite thing. I was never meant to be an on-camera person, but it just sort of life is strange, for sure. Okay, we got the healing cream. Use Use the cream with triangle. That's a funny sentence. Alright, so maybe because we were in a grave, somebody hurt us and they thought we were dead, but because we're the easy allies, like, we weren't down and out. Healing cream all over my face. If somebody could do the big boss gif with the ashes, that'd be really cool. Alright, just out of curiosity, are any of you, like, proficient with Japanese? Are any of you going to give us some context for what's going on? Because otherwise I'm just going to mash through this text, but if I shouldn't, I won't. So this is a stick. Hopefully we're going to make a sword. I always feel bad that I say sword when it's technically sword. Do other people have this problem? This getting dirty. Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw my Senran Kagura test that I did on my own Twitch profile, but the game actually opens with little anime girls slapping each other's butts. And I thought it would be funny just to do the test with that, but I think I might get banned on Twitch for, like, pornography or something. Pick up the stick, craft a stick. Okay. It looks more like a bat, but I'll take it. This Japanese is very easy-ish. That's good to hear. So that makes me sound like there are some people that are familiar with Japanese. No Gentai on Twitch. We gotta break the rules. We gotta expose the world to Gentai. I don't know if I should be offended, but at Game Trailers, what happened is, like, we would get an email about an anime game, and everyone in the office would go, "Oh, that's a Ben Moore joint." And, like, I wouldn't even be interested in it, but, like, it would be on my desk, and I'd be like, okay, well, here we go. I'm in a box. Okay, equip the stick by going to the menu and selecting the second choice from the left. Okay. Stick equipped. Anime editor. If that could be my official Easy Allies title, anime editor, I'd be so happy. Speaking of Brad calling me out, I was not much of a shit talker before I joined Game Trailers, and thanks to this fine crew, like, the way that we shit talk each other on a daily basis is fascinating. Rarely do feelings get hurt, but it's like, it's so harsh. It's really, really harsh. Okay, what do we gotta do next? Equip the stick by going to the menu and selecting the second choice from the left and selecting the stick. Destroy the soil until you have 10 blocks. Boy, this is Minecraft as hell. But at least you're beating it up with a sword, I guess. Which you can do. Okay, so there we go. Blocks have health. That's funny. We gotta get out of this cave. We gotta get to the good stuff. We gotta get to the town. For Huber, RPGs don't begin until you get to towns. And the way that he appreciates towns made me love towns even more. It's awesome. I'm sorry if you guys feel like I'm not playing the game fast enough or I'm not paying attention to chat as much as I could be. It is really hard to do both at once when you're the only person streaming, so I will definitely try to do what I can. Okay, so we just gotta use the block to build a staircase out of here. Okay, we can do that. That's not hard. We don't even need to look at the guide for that. Look at us. Moving on up. Should probably change the camera. This kid is kind of adorable. Look at him. Like, I just want to take him home. Like, look at that beautiful, beautiful face. And his cute little hop. He's just innocence defined. It's amazing. If people want me to talk less and play more of the game, I totally understand. That does not hurt my feelings. I can absolutely do that. Stream is buckling badly. All of a sudden. Okay, well we're at 0 drop frames. I'm not sure what's going on. Talk more, play less. Talk more. These mixed messages. Okay, so it's saying, good job, you completed a tutorial like everybody else that bought this game. I hope it gives us a trophy. I always get really insulted when you get trophies for tutorials. But it is actually kind of funny because for a lot of games, especially like the Souls series, you go and you look at the trophy list and it's like everybody's got that first trophy, but then the percentage that drops for like the very next boss or the very next thing is so much lower. Like people just give up, and I think that's hilarious. Alright, I gotta match this text faster. What's so great is, because this is inspired directly by Dragon Quest I, that sort of blocky Minecraft style also works as an homage to the original games, which is really cool. I think, like, you know, I don't think this game is a technical stunner by any piece, but I think it's got style, you know, as the Giant Bomb guys like to say. I don't even have a single trophy for Bloodborne. I believe in you. You can do it. Get those trophies. Alright, so I think it's going to tell us to go to the glowing light. Oh, we get to plant our flag, so that's sort of where we're starting our home base, which is cool. I want to see if it'll let me wander around. Like, obviously, that's where the marker is. I don't think we'll get lost. Let's just run around. Let's see what's around us. The sword has some durability. You can see that's the blue stuff on the right. I think if you see a slime, you have to. That's the first thing you have to do in a Dragon Quest game. This also has boss fights, which I'm very curious to see how they play. Because your character is not incredibly mobile. I don't know what that is. That looks like some sort of onion or something. Why I love importing games and why I spend so much money on it is, like, this sounds so dumb, but there's that much more mystery, right? Like, you can't just kind of breeze through things. Everything is kind of magical and mysterious, which I really, really like. Like, what is this? What happened here? Did the Dragon Lord do this? Did he kill all these people? Like, what is going on? It's just saying, sorry, like, rest in peace, this lovely, like, dead family. Like, mom and dad and an only child. Like, it's so sad. Yes, I am sad. I'm gonna say hi to that. Subhype! Ravenspawn, sub in. Oh, Ravenspawn, you're the best. So, Ravenspawn, a little story about him. He, like, did everything there is to do in Star Ocean The Last Hope. And if you're not familiar with that game, that's almost impossible. Okay, so we kind of explored a little bit. If you guys want me to explore more, I certainly will. But right now, I'm just going to go to the marked objective and kind of see what else this game has to offer. Here lies Didlo. That's pretty funny. Let me know if I miss any other subs, please. I feel bad for ignoring anybody. We have to equip the flag. This is our first spot. We should name this place Easy Alliesburg or like a Cylinder of Leaves. Cylinder of Leaves might be my favorite GT meme. Buckling is getting worse. Let me look at the frames. We're still at no drop frames. I don't know what that is. Look at this. Everything's a little bit brighter because we planted our flag because we said, no, Dragon Lord, you're not going to win. Look at this little girl! Hey, do you want to be friends? Yes, I do. Alright, what does the little girl want? Run to the marked area. The map is... Rebuild the house that she showed you. This is her house, and it got destroyed. And you're going to rebuild it for her. This is a heartwarming game. With the soil you obtained in the northwest part of town. Okay, so I have to rebuild it. Does that mean... Does that mean it just has to be a square? Let's talk to her again. Oh, this is her house. Whoops. My bad, I'm wasting soil. This game is so cute. I totally agree. Look at, she even gave me some extra dirt because that's all she has now. And okay, so you do L1 and R. So L1 puts it up higher and R1 puts it down lower. That's useful. So far, this has been extremely intuitive, even in another language, which I really like. Nope. Yep. Look at how stoked she is that you filled in her house with dirt. Imagine what this used to be. She's one of those dirt children Bossman taught me about. That's pretty funny. This game really needs a mouse and keyboard. That's an interesting idea, because the PS4 supports that, so. I also like, with import games, you can just provide your own context. You can make your own story. It's kind of like D&D in that way. By the way, D&D, you guys, things are happening behind the scenes, and they are extremely exciting. I cannot wait to share D&D with you next week. So we got some more stuff for that gross heel cream. Ben, you're not a Defy anymore. It's okay to have windows. Blower, this is where I live. I can't just, like... This is where I have my setup. I can't just, like, make a window. It probably does look like I'm in a prison, though. I'm sorry about that. That's all I have. I am a poor video gamer. Now what does she want me to do? Create a torch using the workbench. The workbench is going to be extremely, extremely important. Get a plant. I will actually do that. Who said that? Zad Kilm. I will get a plant. I will have a plant for next stream. Oh, I should hang the Chie wall scroll behind me too. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. So I'll get a plant and a Chie wall scroll. Maybe that'll warm things up a little bit. Alright, so it's telling me to craft a torch. Whoever wrote this guide on Google Docs, you're a hero. Like, you probably didn't get any thanks for that, but you're just helping me do my stream. I like the crafting animation, like he's just kind of pawing at it like a cat really quickly. Alright, we built a torch. Place a torch in the home you built for Piran. So she has a dirt house and her only light is a torch. It's really sad. But she's happy about it. I mean, come on, you can't look at that. She's gonna pump that fist all day for you. Nope. How do I place a torch? Oh, okay. You can't put it on the wall. You have to put it on the ground. Or maybe you can put it in the wall, I just don't know how to do it. She's gonna burn herself with that torch. Like, that's just sitting in the middle of the ground. That's really... that's upsetting. Is this coming to North America? So it's very likely that it's coming to North America, but they haven't announced it yet. Honestly, I wish people were being a little bit more vocal about it. That's probably a lot to ask, but... So we did the thing, but okay, quest complete. Okay, we did it. Awesome, good stuff. She didn't have. Oh, maybe the check mark means that you finished the thing. Never mind. Cool. All right, so now she has a new quest for us. It's teaching us the basics of the game. This game looks great. Yeah, I agree. It's just cute. That's all there is to say about it, honestly. Spud, I have this game on Vita as well because I'm an idiot. I haven't played it yet. I will play it a little bit tonight. I'll play like 10 minutes of it tonight, and I'll give you an update. Revelo? What did Revelo say, Bloodworth? These conversations, I need to know. Like, anytime somebody posts a straw poll, I have to immediately check. Kawaii, thank you. It's kawaii, not cute. Alright, let me check one thing in chat. It's got me curious. I don't know if any of you are in chat right now that donated the $200 to be part of the Easy Allies D&D thing, but if you have any questions, now would be a great time. I'd love to go over that with you. Plans are starting to come into place for that. So, it wants us to build her a bed. Craft 2 beds using the darker grass outside of town and place them inside of the home. So we have to go venture out and get the darker grass. Is that going to be obvious that it's darker? Damiani for D&D? Not right away. Damiani, the thing about D&D, at least with the core group, is it's very important that everybody's in the same room. If he moves down here and he wants to get involved, I'm totally on board with that. I'd love to have Damiani. He'd be a great troll character. I'm sure of it, so. That doesn't look like dark grass. How hyped are you for next Wednesday? You have no idea. You have no idea. Guys, so many cool things happened today that I want to share with you, but I can't. All of this grass looks like normal stuff to me. Let me know if you see something that looks like dark grass. Or maybe this is dark grass. I don't know. Predictions for Wednesday. Something happened today that made me feel like, in addition to Final Fantasy 15 and a Final Fantasy 15 release date, there is going to be substantial news on the Final Fantasy 7 remake. I'm not making this up. I have a very credible source, like, that leads me to believe that could happen. Is this the bed we're supposed to build? Can I destroy this person's bed? Sorry, I need to give your... There's no one in that house. I need to give this bed to this poor little girl. Someone posted a straw poll. Someone posted a straw poll. Oh my god, I can't keep up. I'm just gonna let it go. Even being blocky, this still feels like a Dragon Quest game? Yeah! Oh, people always talk about how Dragon Quest is kind of like, you know, this cliche, traditional JRPG where it doesn't really change all that much. And I think something that Dragon Quest doesn't get enough credit for is sort of its... So many JRPGs try to constantly be really emotional or dramatic, or, you know, the characters get killed off, or just really sad things happen, and that's true of Dragon Quest, but I feel like Dragon Quest isn't afraid to be happy, you know, and that's cool. I don't feel like that happens all that often, where an RPG is just like, no, we're just going to have fun, and that's okay. I really like that. How do I craft the goddamn bed? Craft 2 beds using the darker side, grass outside of town, and place them inside of her home. I don't know how to craft a bed, you guys. Okay. Maybe we can just steal other people's beds. Maybe that'll be sufficient. Ben, say something? Can you guys not see me? Ben, your town needs a poof poof room. That was a good callback. Guys, I'm worried we're not going to get Shin Megami Tensei 4 Final. I feel like they would have said something already, and it really worries me. So that's the cave we came from. Let's see if there's another house where we can steal somebody's bed. Look at your recipe list again? Okay. To look at my recipes, I think I have to go all the way back to the bench, but I like your idea. Let's sort of make sure we're not missing anything super obvious. I put $200. Could you quickly explain what you want to have us prepared? Yes. So what I want you to have prepared, so we can build a fire, which is new. We can build a torch. We can build clothes, but it's not letting me... It's not letting me tab down in any way using any button. Because it seems like these are all of my recipes, because when I click on this, it tells me exactly what I need. And I'm just not getting anything that looks remotely similar to a bed, which is upsetting. So, I thought I'd be scrolling down too, but it's not letting me scroll down. Like it just loops back around, which is upsetting. So, I think we're going to have to resort to stealing that. Oh, touchpad. Okay. I didn't actually try the touchpad. No, touchpad does nothing. The gimmick does nothing. Do we have a time frame for a podcast release? Patreon should be getting the podcast today. Everybody else that is not a patron will be getting it on Friday. The time exactly has yet to be decided, but you should be getting it somewhat soon. I bet we're going to venture too far out and get killed by a horrible monster, which would be kind of exciting in its own way. If anybody knows how to make a bed in Dragon Quest Builders, please save me. Oh, it's still uploading according to Bosman. Okay, thank you for the update. Yeah, video takes a long time to upload. I apologize, everybody, if this first week for Easy Allies has seemed a little rough. We are just trying to figure it out, and we were blown away by the support. We have a lot more eyes on us than I think we were expecting. And so you take fall damage. Okay, that's fine. We can take a little bit of damage. It's no big deal. So yeah, I honestly deeply apologize if things have been going wrong. Let's pick up this fruit. I don't know why you have to slash the fruit to pick it up, but whatever. That's fine. In case we get hungry. Look at this little hut. What is this? Why is this here? Is there a bed here? There might be a bed. What is that? Oh, it's just this poor little man whose house I destroyed. Why are you in a dirt... Like, you're completely encased. It's gotta be difficult to breathe in there, dude. Honestly, my favorite part of Dragon Quest might be the sound effects. They're incredible. I can't hear any audio right now, so it is kind of taking away from the experience, but man, I love Dragon Quest sound effects. I feel so bad. I just wanted to steal a bed, and this man was trying to commit suicide. Will you give me a bed? Wait, he's following me! This is so awesome. He's like, no, I regret trying to commit suicide in my dirt prison. I will fight with you. I will come with you. I will help you. Look, and he's gonna fight with me! Guys, I'm sorry. Like, I don't care if Minecraft is the most successful thing in the world. This is 10 times better. Look at this. Look at this! Jolly cooperation right now. I did not know that other people could join up with you. Sorry, I got distracted. So, D&D prep. So, I need to talk to all of the people that donated $200 individually, but I'd like to shoot next Saturday if possible. Before next Saturday, I'd like you to have a rough idea of your character. I realize that some people have never played D&D before, and that might be overwhelming. You don't have to figure out everything. I can meet with you earlier than when we shoot on Saturday to sort of hammer out, like, equipment and stats and all of that stuff. But I need you guys to pick a class, pick a race, and come up with some sort of background and general motivation for your character so I can incorporate it into the story. If you can do that, it'll be smooth sailing, I promise. And once again, I've told this before, but if you're not familiar, the way that it's going to work is your campaign, the Patreon campaign, will take place in the same world as the campaign that I'm doing with Kyle and Ian and Huber and Brad and those guys. And eventually you guys are going to intersect, and it's going to be super fun. So that's a Chimera Wing. Chimera Wings usually let you escape. I'm not sure what they do here, and I'm a little bit worried to look into it right now. We have 6 patrons right now in that tier, and so what we're going to do is there's going to be 2 groups of 3. So it'll be me and 3 people that you're playing with. Any other questions? Please let me know. I realize that that's not all that much. Can I swim? Do you think I should jump in the water to check out if I swim on a quest for beds? Does this guy have a bed over here? Yes, we're doing 5th edition. Sorry, I should have answered that. If you guys don't like 5th edition, I'm okay with that. If the majority are like, hey, let's do 3rd edition or Pathfinder or something else, like I'm familiar with that stuff as well. I would even do 2nd edition if you guys wanted. First would scare me a little bit, but we can talk about that. Will everyone be able to watch the patrons play D&D? I'm down with that idea, but, you know, if people don't want to be broadcast, I'm not going to make them be broadcast. You know, they sort of paid for this thing. I want it to be what they want it to be. But if everybody's cool with it, I'd love to share it. I don't know how exactly it would be shared and in what capacity, but, you know, the more D&D, the better as far as I go. But whatever everybody's comfortable with. So. Is the D&D group with Brandon going to continue? Not right away, unfortunately. I wish it could. I had a lot of fun. Watching Don burn down that goddamn inn was awesome. But... Can I block? I'm using a stick, by the way. I should be using this club. Oh, that is what I'm using. Never mind. I feel like my little ally is pretty beefy, which is nice. So if I eat this fruit, do I get health back? What? Not health. I don't know what that gave me. Can I make healing cream? The tutorial showed me how to make healing cream and I forgot how to do it. Use the no, you have to have the building table. Okay. So I can't build healing cream right now. You have to go back to base. Get Vin Diesel as a D&D guest? Man, he's welcome anytime. Anytime. I will build an entire campaign around Vin Diesel. I wonder how big this world goes. So to answer the Matt Blair question, he just found other opportunities that's going to eat up all of his time, and he just couldn't commit to Easy Allies, and that's totally cool. Like we said from the beginning, you know, if people have other things that they need to do, you know, for their livelihood or whatever it is to make ends meet. Like, please, you're like... We intended Easy Allies to be just a fun thing. It might be way more than that now, but that was sort of our idea going into it. Guys, I know we've just been kind of wandering around, but I really believe that there's a bed somewhere. Where did my friend go? What the hell? Did the friend just get bored and walk away? That's pretty awful. That's so sad. I've been rejected by a digital friend. He's like, nah, we're not gonna find that bed. Going back to killing myself. That's so sad. I don't know if I've ever been rejected by a digital character before. It's a first for everything, I guess. There's just a lot of death. A lot of death. It was a timed friendship. That was a real player? If that was a real player... No, there's no way. It was just moving too robotically. What does this say? Alright, I don't care if we die. I'm going to try to see if we can swim. Okay. Immediately answered. Ooh. I'm going to go back, make some healing cream. Just pick up grass, I guess. This looks like dark grass. Yeah, it's gotta be the tall grass. Okay. Maybe I need to talk to the little girl one more time. And once I do that, she'll give me a recipe for making beds. That sign probably read you can't swim. That's funny. Yeah, this gross, nasty-ass healing cream. Not very happy about it. I felt like we wandered around an entire continent, but we were really just right next to our place. Yeah, healing cream. Rub it on my face. Thank you. Hey, idiot, why have you made me a bed? I just want to go to sleep. Two beds. Why healing cream and why not herbs? Oh, there we go! Okay. Oh my god, you guys. Okay, we learned something extremely valuable. So if we can't craft something that we very obviously need to craft for a quest, just keep talking to people. They will eventually give you the stuff. That adventure was worth it though because we got to talk to we got to meet our friend, basically. Alright, I think we just need to craft one bed because we stole that other guy's. Let's see what happens. I don't know why she needs two beds. There's one for her and one for me. Wait. Okay, so we build... Is this our... We get this... Okay, okay. My interpretation of this is... Depending on what we put into the house, we get more points. Oh, and we get experience! Look at that! Our camp! This is our camp because this is where we put down the flag. The better that we build, the more that our camp level goes up, and I bet we get access to cooler stuff. That's really neat. I like that. I can't play imports because circle should not be accept. Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. Like, circle is generally regarded as like a confirm sign, and X is, you know, rejection, but I agree. It fucks me up every time. Like, you will see me press X in this game when I mean to press circle. Is that bearded guy still around? I think if you bring him back to base, you can make him a house and he will live there. That's so cool. Should we go find him? Okay, should we continue on with the quest? Or should we go back and see if we can find bearded dude? Kyle went over this. Was Kyle telling me what to do and I just completely ignored him? She's talking to me forever because she's so happy. This looks like blossoming love right here. Like, they're not blinking. Oh, there they are. They blinked. It kind of looks like he's not looking at her, though. That he's looking just past her at the wall. Like he's nervous. What is this? This is like a day-night cycle? Oh, the people who backed 500 get to play D&D too. Yeah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. You're absolutely right. Never leave a man behind. Find him. Find him. Okay, we got a lot of requests for finding the bearded dude. So we're going to take a quick detour and find the bearded dude real quick. I bet, like every other survival game ever made, things get worse at night. D&D with Shuhei. Can you guys imagine playing D&D with Shuhei Yoshida? I bet he would be like this really... You'd either be like a really noble paladin and go out of his way to save everybody, or he'd be like a complete troll, like a cackling warlock. That's how I envision Shuhei Yoshida being a D&D character. Ben, $101 until 30.5k. Will you do a trick? I can do something. I don't know any tricks. I can... What if I pulled a random game out of my collection that I bet you guys would be surprised that I had, and I'll show it to you on stream real quick. How does that sound if we get to 30.5k? I might just do that anyway. Dude, I can't do it. I'll kill myself. I will die. Wasn't the bearded guy over here? I'm pretty sure he was. Nope, nope. Not taking fall damage. Ben, to be honest, I'm not surprised by it much anymore. Maybe that's not a great... The guy is not there! No! No! Is it a Chie simulator? Mod the old game trails, Rick and Robo. I don't want to do that on stream, but I will do it. I will do it. I love Rick and Robo. He totally deserves to be a mod. That will happen. Cut down the forest so you can see? Sure, we can do that. We probably need the wood anyway. I don't know if this is a powerful enough weapon to cut out on a tree. That's good information. Yeah, so I don't know if you missed it earlier, Crankafu, but for future streams, we're going to have Chie with us at all times. Also, I'm going to buy a plant. I've never bought a plant before. I don't know what that says about me, but I will have a plant in the shot to kind of make things a little bit cozier. Come on, just let me get up there. You fool. You fool! Okay, that's not gonna work. Gonna have to go around. We're gonna have to go around. Plant and Chie hype. Now there's gonna be like a plant Chie meme or something. A new meme gets born every 5 minutes with Easy Allies. It's crazy. If you guys have any plant suggestions, what would you like the Benmore plant to be? I don't know what a Benmore plant looks like. I don't know if we get something like nice and simple. I don't know if we get like a bamboo. Bamboo's easy to take care of. That might be nice. Chat is weird, yeah. When I popped into like Game Trailers chat after not being there for like a month, I was floored by how crazy it got. Large cactus. Venus flytrap. I like the Venus flytrap idea. It's not very warm, but I like it. It's kind of cool. Bonsai tree. I like bonsai tree. What if, like, every week it just got a little bit bigger until it was totally taking over the frame? Big old marijuana plant. I think Twitch might have a problem with that. Alright. Let's move on with our quest. Bearded D went away. Let's see what else she's got. Cactus? Getting a lot of cactus. I kind of like cactus. Japanese peace lily. That sounds intense and expensive. Oh, she wants us to collect fruit. Good thing we already did that. Did I eat it all? Your stream is having SPS drops like the Xbox One. Just give it a second because OBS is not showing me any drop frames. Let me see if it evens out. Okay. Let's talk to her again. Why are you jumping around, you child? We have that item. 5. She wants 5 of them. Okay, she's very hungry. She hasn't eaten in days. Her home got destroyed. She wants some food. That makes sense. The context. The context is there. Alright, we need to get 3 more fruit things. Let's get some mushrooms while we're at it. Just probably want those next. Greedy little kid. Peaches, they're peaches, thank you. You wanna know wanna know something weird? A weird Ben fact. Oh, there's our dude! He never left, he just got lost! Thank you! You're back! Oh my god, that's so cool. The discovery in this game. This makes me want to play even more Stardew Valley. That game is sick. I've never had a peach. That was my weird fact. I didn't get to say that. I've never had a peach. What is this? What is this saying? Don't let your friend get burned by fire? Okay. Okay. Ben, get a fake dog. The next stream is just going to be like there's going to be like anime and plants and wall scrolls and dogs just cluttering the screen. Be like, hey guys, welcome to another Import Ben stream. Today we're going to be making fun of children. Dude, Bearded Dude didn't leave us. We left him. I will never let you go again. Let's take him back to base. Let's see what happens. Look at that sunset. Yeah, we should look at the sunset. What are we doing? Where's the sun? I see no sun. It's just darkness. I think as you build, that darkness, like the dark clouds and stuff, dissipate. I could just be completely making that up, but I think that happens. Alright, he's happy that we're back at base. Dude, pumping fists for days. I wonder if he's gonna give me a quest. Is he gonna live in that little girl's house? That doesn't seem right. That doesn't seem right. Nope. Nope. Not okay. Gonna go ahead and take a screenshot of this. Yep, save screenshot. Screenshot saved. Okay, very good. Excellent. I did not do this. Bearded Dude, you know, we were so happy about him, and maybe he's not as pure as we thought. This is not okay. I should have moved. Okay, I did put those beds right next to each other. That is true. Here's your fruit. Here are your peaches. Gentai. Yeah, this. I think this is worse than Gentai, honestly. I love how everybody says this is my fault. I didn't know this was gonna happen. I wonder if you don't feed your villagers if they die. Oh, okay, okay, very, very cool. Okay, so in addition to health, we have a hunger meter, and eating food restores that hunger meter. Cool. Sorry, I need to wake you up again. Confirmed best wingman. That has a really awful connotation when you say it like that. Guys, I was really nervous about this stream, but you've all been way awesome, and I honestly don't even feel nervous, and that was what I was most worried about. So thank you for making me feel welcome. I really, really appreciate it. Alright, so we have a storage chest. I should probably put a lot in there. I don't know what this is. Looks like an apple. Okay, so we're gonna go to the building thing. Remind me to sleep, because I bet that gets health back before I go out again. Okay, storage chest. We've got the sticks, baby. Okay. So I think I'm gonna try to make this thing my house. So I'm just gonna put the storage chest. Let me get rid of this grass. I'm just gonna put the storage chest over here. I know it seems like we haven't done that much, but... And this is totally genuine. I've had a blast with this game. I feel like a little kid playing with Legos. Sorry, I gotta wake you up again. Can you imagine if there's a guy that just every 5 minutes just kept waking you up to be like, okay, tell me what to do. Can we kick Bearded Guy out? Can you evict them from your village? Make it our house. Good point. Good night, Bunnysaurus Rex Epotamus. That is an awesome name, but very difficult to say. Sleep well. Watch out for Bearded Dude. I've only been watching for 5 minutes and want to play this. Yeah, I agree. It just sort of immediately pulls you in. I like Bearded Guy better than Bearded Dude. I should stop saying Bearded Dude. Lay down the recipe for the work area and build on top of it. The slime liquid can be found by killing blue slimes outside of town. For the workbench, just destroy your current workbench, pick it up, and move it. What? Guys, this is the most complicated step yet. I think that's a door that we just got a recipe for. Oh, okay, so this is giving us a blueprint. Neat. Where should we place the blueprint? I kind of want to build on flat ground. Let's just build right here, but let me get my sword out first. Or my club, rather. I really like the idea of templates. For somebody who is creatively challenged, following instructions is the best way to go. Like, I was that lame kid that would build really awesome things with Legos, but would only build the really awesome things the instructions told me to build. Which is kind of sad. How do I do this? Okay, so we laid it down. We have the workbench. Maybe this isn't as hard as I thought. We're going to put the workbench right here. Yes. So that's where a door is supposed to go. Okay. Yeah, look at this. So I think this is where, like, we put the dirt. Neat, neat, neat. Alright, it's a little finicky. There's got to be a better way to do this. Nice. Pair Renegade, Nightband, please watch Vikings with Hubert at some point. Oh, I wish we could stream he and I watching Vikings together. He'd just be screaming in my face the whole time. It'd be awesome. Wish we could. But, yeah, good night. Have a good night, man. Sleep tight. I wonder how much we have to build. I bet... Let's get some more dirt. Like, you can see yourself putting hours into this? Man, tell Square Enix. Like, I want a Western release of this so bad. Okay. I'm gonna promise this right now. If there's a Western release of this game, I will do a 12-hour stream, and I will, like, we'll play multiplayer with each other, if you guys get it. It'll be so fun. So how does Ian's RPG look? I was checking in on the stream intermittently, but I was trying to figure out stream stuff, so I didn't get to watch as much of it as I wanted to. Like, what is he doing? I saw him making Kyle Bosman. That was about all I saw. Ben's Jolly Town. Oh, I actually really like that name. I like that name. Oh, okay, so you have to build... Oh, neat! It gives you a 3D model of what it wants out of you. That's cool. That's really cool. Okay, so we need more dirt. Kyle's dead. He forgot to save? No, he spent so much time making Kyle. That sucks. Alright, we have enough dirt. Do you remember that one time I was trying to get Legend in Hearthstone on the stream and I totally failed, but like Huber came in and like gave us a burst of energy? That was pretty awesome. BJ Town. Jolly and lewd. I feel like that's becoming like the definition of Ben Moore. Which I don't agree with, but it seems out of my control. We have enough, yeah. Sometimes I just say that to myself at night in bed, just to like calm myself down. You just downed Mythic Manarath and WoW? That's awesome, dude. We did not have enough dirt. I lied. Huber is the human version of Red Bull. He's the human version of Red Bull, Rockstar, NOS, Monster. Like, he is every energy drink put into one thing. It's terrifying. And amazing. And amazing. We need slime and we need sticks. We need sticks. How do we get sticks? What do we do to get sticks? Because we can't chop down trees. Oh, here we are. There's sticks. Look at them just hanging out. Like creepy little buddies. So I think if we just destroy this thing, we actually don't have to make another one. Any word on the podcast? Are you talking about the GT Time Equivalent Easy A podcast? Last I heard, Bosman was it was still uploading it, so they're working away. Thank you for your patience. I know this week has not always been as smooth as everyone would have liked. I'm actually like super sorry about that. But hopefully tonight, sometime soon, it's coming. The classic game trailer soon. Hey, Gigante, what's up, man? I'm great. I'm playing Dragon Quest. Couldn't be better. So this is our little house. I wonder if you can make a sign like you can in Minecraft, where you can, you know, sort of give it a name. That's what I want to do. I want to put the sign like right there. Thank you for posting that link on the podcast update. Really appreciate it. All right, so why are you jumping on this dirt? There's one other thing I have to do. Am I a fan of the... Oh my god. Harvest Moon 64, one of the greatest games ever made. Ever made. That's the only one I've played. So guys, there's something... Like, we're just gonna go all the way with this. We're gonna be a family. There are not gonna be any secrets between me, bearded guy, and little girl. Like, I need to sleep next to them to know what's going on. Yeah, I was talking about Stardew Valley earlier. I feel like that game... Like, I feel like that game might be so good that it could be brought up during Game of the Year deliberations. Unfortunately, like when it came out, was a bad time for us and coverage, so we didn't get to give it the attention it deserved. But I would love to stream it. Love to stream it. Probably going to be caught up with Dark Souls the next week or so. But after that, if you guys are still interested and you still want it, and maybe you don't want it, I don't know, I will stream Stardew Valley. Brad, going to the gym! Dude. Brad. I don't know what to say to that. Flex, man. I'm a little offended. You know, I like this girl. She's very adorable. She's very happy and enthusiastic. You know, and she's trying to keep it all together now that her house got burnt down. But, you know, we've been working for days to restore her life, and she hasn't done anything. Keep that in mind. And all she gives us in return is dirty rags. It's a little upsetting. A little upsetting. So, it's fine. Would you believe I'm watching this stream from a treadmill? It's a good... That's good. I hate treadmills. I would much rather just go running outside. But if I was doing a treadmill, I would have a stream on. For sure. Alright. Look, guys, we figured out how to store things. Cool. I do you jerks call him out when Brandon's muscle guru had to judge his physique. Oh, I had nothing to do with that. I had nothing to do with that. That's all she has in the world, man. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. So, that guy, okay, if you see a German efficiency in chat, that's Sean. That's Brandon's personal trainer. He made that his Twitch name, which is so awesome. Probably shouldn't have called him out like that, but I just thought it was really neat. Have you played Paragon? Yes. I did not play it for that long, but I found it to be a little dry. I need to give it more time, but I was a little bit bored. Okay. I was not paying attention at all. I need to look at the guide. On your mini-map, you'll see a Q. Go towards it. When you get there, you'll see a small soil pyramid. Destroy it and talk to the man, Rorondo. While you're out there, collect 3 orange mushrooms. Dude, I totally already met Rorondo, and I have 3 orange mushrooms. This is why you explore in games. It eventually makes your life easier. Do we like Rorondo? Is that right? Let me make sure that's right. Rorondo better than Bearded Guy. Can somebody please make a... Well, you don't have to make a straw poll. You can just tell me in chat. Can you tell me Rorondo or Bearded Dude? Or Bearded Guy, not Bearded Dude. Gotta keep this canon. Kristen, how was it playing Garden Warfare with Brad and Hubert? Tell me about that experience. You beard. Oh man, I'm getting mixed signals. I'm getting Bearded Guy a lot. I'm also getting a decent amount of Rwando. Okay. Okay, so we're done with Quest for the Little Girl. She's totally chill now. She's happy. Let's eat some food. Now we're doing Quest for Rorondo. Guys, it's too hard to say. I think I might have to go with Bearded Guy. Now we're doing Quest for Bearded Guy. Which I definitely think is a step up. Wait, Sweeney's here? Are you guys... No. I thought Sweeney was in chat and I got really excited. We were laughing pretty hard at the fact that Sweeney subscribed, we made a thing out of it, and we've never heard from him again. And if he chats, that's great. I don't want him to not chat, but if we never do hear from him again, I feel like the legend will just keep building. And it'll be kind of fun. Is he defined by his beard? I think so. Therefore, bearded guy for the win. That logic makes sense to me. He wants you to get feathers from chimeras and create a chimera wing. I think we have enough feathers. I know it's just a mound of dirt, but I kind of like our little home. Maybe at the end of the stream we'll spend the last few minutes making it better. I'm sad. I feel like we're kind of like making progress and going through this, and I don't know when I'm going to be able to stream this again. Maybe I'll do it on my own channel or something, but I kind of want to keep this going. It's going... We're not as stumped as I thought we would be so far. Thanks to the guide. Again, if you are in chat for whatever reason, you're the best. That was easy. Sweeney is in chat? He was also there during the stream, you just never saw him? Oh man. That's too good. I love you guys so much. Easy allies, you rule. Glad to see you back, up and back and running and free. Yeah, that free part is really important. I think, guys, if you like the people in Easy Allies, I think they're going to have more room to shine than ever. And like, I'm so stoked about it. When I said that like everybody brings something unique to this group, I meant it. Like, you can't replace any of them. Like, they all have something different that makes them special. It's awesome. See you, JRed84. Thank you so much for your support. Why are you just giving us sticks? Come on, man. Oh, we have another little girl quest. She was not done with us. I accidentally clicked on it. Oh, we can save! Okay, so if I didn't accidentally click on that flag instead of the little girl, I just would have stupidly thought that this game auto-saves or whatever. I would have ended the stream and I would have lost everything. Everything. Ow. My back just like got thrown out or something. Somebody said, how smooth do the controls feel? They feel great when you're moving around the environment and you're fighting things. I think it's fine. When you're building and you're trying to just get everything in its right place, you have to fiddle with it a little bit. It's not too annoying to be like actually worrisome or make you mad, but it is noticeable. It's not 100% smooth. It'd be nice, like, if you're building, if you could, like, pop into a first-person mode real quick and just get a little bit more pinpoint accuracy. ...2016 without autosave? I know, right? It's crazy. If I were to fly out to LA, which is unlikely to happen for a long time, can I come say hi to the Easy A crew? This is one of those situations where I'm totally cool with it. If you want to come out and hang out with Chie in my plant and you want to say hi, I'm totally down. Would love to meet more people. I want to do more meetups for Easy A, but I'm not going to sit here and say like, yeah, you can definitely meet Kyle Bossman, because I'm not sure like what he's got going on all the time, or you know, if he's comfortable with that. So I can only speak for myself in that circumstance. Create the cooking fire and place both the cooking fire and storage chest in the home you built, not the workshop. So I think this is the home they're talking about. We don't have enough stuff. What do we need? We need... Oh, a campfire. Okay. I did that thing where I thought circle was X again. Kyle does not hate his fans. That is not true. It's not what I'm saying. Oh my goodness. We have 5 sticks, but it says we only need 4. Why is it not? What's the holdup? Like, what's the problem? Oh, we only have 4 sticks. Never mind. Okay, I was wrong. Yes. No. Kyle loves all of you. He probably, like, knows more of you than I do, and, like, no. Kyle is blown away by you guys. I promise. This seems like a good spot. We should clear out the grass first. What do you say? Oh my goodness, please, please. Thank you. Alright, so we built the fire, and it gave us points, so I think we did it the right way. And the storage chest. Can we craft? I don't really want to take my storage chest out of where it is. Can I just craft a new one? Sticks. More sticks. This game's all about sticks. Some of my best friends are puppies. Just out of curiosity, because when I was growing up, I had a wonderful dog named Rusty. Who was a golden retriever before he passed away in 2012. And my parents always hated cats. And because they loved dogs and hated cats, I just sort of adopted that mentality. But when I was in college, I lived with a guy that had 3 cats. And I instantly fell in love. And cats became my favorite thing in the world. Do you have a preference, one over the other? I know it's like a very internet thing to ask, but I'm just curious, because if the video game thing doesn't work out, I'm going to become a zoologist, and that's not a joke. I'm just going to live and work with animals. I had a goldfish named Freddie Mercury. That's really cool. I'm getting a lot of dogs. I'm seeing more love for dogs than cats. For sure. We did it. We did the quest. I think the only way to celebrate is by completing the Trinity. Can you read Japanese? So I can read katakana well. I can read hiragana pretty well. I suck ass at kanji. I have no idea what the hell is going on. We all woke up at the same time. It's really weird. No idea what's going on with kanji. Dogs. Think of Sophie. Sophie is amazing. Sophie might be the second best dog I've ever met in my life. You need to be in the middle, Ben? Okay, I haven't been looking at my shot. Oh. Is that better? I'm sitting cross-legged right now. Yeah, I want to stream at Brandon's place more just because of Sophie. Not that I don't love Brandon, not that he doesn't have an amazing house, but really it's just because of Sophie. When I was a kid, speaking of like middle Ben is best Ben, it just made me think of this. Everyone, like people I didn't meet, or people I would meet for the first time, they'd be like, "Whoa, you look like the guy from Malcolm in the Middle." And I never knew how to take that, but like it haunted me all the way throughout high school. I don't know if it was just a Midwest thing, because I never hear it in California, but definitely in the Midwest, I got that all the time. Alright, let me check the guide real quick. 1 second, guys. Cocoon in the middle. Can you imagine what a Japanese Malcolm in the Middle would look like? Cook 3 mushrooms on the cooking fire and give them to Bearded Guy. Even the guide calls him Bearded Guy. That's really weird. Where Midwest? I am from Iowa, and everything I've ever done in my life has been for Iowa. I think we need to make 3 of those. Seinfeld greater than Friends, it's not even close. As much as I love Friends, I'm gonna have to agree with that. Seinfeld is one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. Have you ever caucused? Yes. Yes, I have. Being from Iowa, are you proud of Slipknot? I don't know if this is going to, like, turn the tide of favor against me, but I'm actually, like, a pretty big fan of Slipknot. I haven't listened to them in a while, but I thought their latest album was pretty good. I don't know if you guys consider them metal or not, but I'm a pretty big metal fan. Yeah. White guy into anime and metal. Please don't unsub. Oh, I should just stop revealing things about myself. On Patreon. My favorite Slipknot album is probably Iowa. I don't know if that's just because of the name or what, but I really like that metal. Just don't wear a Slipknot shirt. That should be like a bet punishment. Hey, Carsizzle, what's up, man? Yo, who wants to listen to Linkin Park in the Walmart parking lot? That hits way too close to home, I think. But I mean, Slipknot isn't even close to my favorite metal or anything like that. You know, Master of Puppets Metallica is, as far as I'm concerned, that's the best music that's ever been made by human beings. Like, that album should be immortalized forever. And, like, I will not back down on that. Get your base camp to level 2. To do this, place furnishings in the room, build new rooms, and furnish those. Okay. I feel like we have a long way to go until level 2. Operation Mindcrime is another good one. All 80s and 70s metal is not all, much of. What furnishings can we build? Metallica Resident Sleeper. Ooh, that hurts. That hurts. That hurts so bad. Oh, we got a pot. See you, ZZ Vanguard. Bye, Blood. You magnificent troll. Said with total bitterness. That pod didn't do much for us, you guys. So, do I just build like a new thing? Or do I just expand this thing? Like, here, what if I do this? I can't break that down. Okay, so that answers that question, I think. So I am currently in possession of an English copy of Dark Souls 3. The Japanese copy, the physical Japanese PS4 copy, was supposed to ship today. It did not. I'm very upset about it because I wanted to do a 12-hour stream on Saturday. But it's kind of out of my hands. I don't really want to spend another $60 on a digital version of something I already bought. So when I know when that's shipping, I will kind of keep you guys up to date. I actually don't want to get rid of that dirt. and I'll let you guys know, because I am going to do a 12-hour stream on Easy A with the Dark Souls 3 import. It's going to happen. I'm really pumped about it. I like kind of, though, that we're not just like, hey, build this one thing and then come talk to me. We kind of get... It's kind of letting us stretch our legs a little bit. It's kind of letting us be a little bit creative. Alright, so let's just try to make a simple, like, square room. See if that's what it wants. But what about Dead or Alive Extreme 3? So that did ship, but based on how horribly the Yakuza 0 scheduling went, I don't want to be like, yeah, I'll stream it next week, because it might show up, like, on Tuesday or Wednesday, or it might show up, like, a month from now. So when I get Dead or Alive Extreme 3 in my hands, you'll be the first to know. That will be my Easy Ally stream. It is going to be embarrassing and awesome and awful. I've been watching some trailers. And awful. It's going to be everything. That stream is going to be everything. It's going to be the alpha of omega of Ben Moore. I need to be fought? I would just lose in a fight. I don't know, man. I don't know if I need to be fought. I just lose. I just want to play Dragon Quest and, like, pet cats. I'm a lover, not a fighter, man. Except in Street Fighter. I get really... Like, the man in me comes out in Street Fighter, I think. I get really aggressive. Hey, the Abram. What's up? I don't think I've seen you around before. I wants us to build a club, probably because that has a lot more durability. So that seems smart. Street Lover 2 Tournament Edition. Working character. Yes, we do need to play. We do need to play. Do you have my fight ID? So, if you guys want to play me in Street Fighter 5 and you see me on, my fight ID is just Gray Fox, Grayfox. That's it. Just look that up and challenge me. I will accept. The only time I will not accept or I won't fight you is if you have a garbage connection. Like, if you have 3 bars or less, that just gets really upsetting for me, and I don't want to be mad at you. So, I think it would just be best for all of us if we didn't fight. I need more sticks. I need more goddamn sticks. Cats cause rage, apparently? They carry a viral bug that causes humans to rage? That's really upsetting. No garbage to your connections, yeah. That's just my one rule. Anything else, like if you have a silly name, like, you know, I love butt plugs or whatever it is, like that doesn't bother me. Only thing, garbage connection. It's my one rule. What multiplayer games do I like? I'm really big into fighting games right now. Street Fighter 5 and Pokken. Also Overwatch. I'm playing a lot of Overwatch. There's always the classic Hearthstone. Play a lot of Heroes of the Storm. I've been playing Call of Duty Black Ops 3 here and there, which may upset some of you and please others. I don't know. But that's kind of where I've been with my multiplayer games. Oh, I've also been playing Path of Exile. That wonderful, wonderful game that I still need to finish. I wanted to cover the expansion at GT, but that didn't go as planned. Wait a minute. Nope. 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 Nope! Nope, I just didn't mean to use that. Didn't mean to use that. Totally wasted. Yeah, I agree with you, bro. I think from a multiplayer standpoint, this is the best COD in a while. I really like it. Okay. Nope. Yes. 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 Okay, there we go. We have the club equipped. Hey Ben, any chance you guys are going to WonderCon this weekend, or maybe just attending? I bet we would have if the timing had just worked out a little bit better. But no, I don't think any of us are planning to go on WonderCon. I know my whole weekend is going to be tied up with tabletop adventure stuff. So, and Dark Souls 3 stuff. So unfortunately, at least for me, this weekend's booked, and I don't think Brandon's got stuff going on. I think everybody's got stuff going on. So I'd love to go, but we can't. Need to eat some food. Yeah! 20%. Okay. What were we trying to do with this house? We need more dirt. Okay. I kind of want to make this a taller house. We need a door as well. I don't even know if this is going to work. I don't know if the game is going to like this. What music are you into? Are you Deathclock fan perchance? Yeah, I love Deathclock. I think Metalocalypse is fucking hilarious. I love it. I haven't watched it in a really long time, but when I did, I thought it was great. I'll blow a wad of cash in your honor at WonderCon. Like, I think it's funny that my whole thing is, like, spending way too much on games and nonsense, but I don't want to promote financial irresponsibility. I don't want other people to suffer for my stupidity. Be safe out there. Get a savings account. So if I just place... Does this make it a room? No. Game, please. Do I have to build a roof? Nope, not what I wanted to do. I'm just gonna start dumping. So it didn't like me building this room here. It didn't recognize it as a room, which I don't understand. It's confusing to me. Does anybody have any ideas about what's going on? The corner, the corner. Oh, did I miss a corner? Oh my god. Oh, I see. So it's like, I see. Yeah. Okay. Let's just chop this all down. I feel like an idiot. Thank you, everybody. This looks pretty cool. Yeah, man, I'm so glad people are into this. It's kind of harder for me to sell because it's in Japanese, but like it seems as though people have been feeling it, which I really like. Okay, you guys got my back. These people are way better than the creepy big-nosed villagers in Minecraft, for sure. Need more dirt. This club is great, by the way. Taking out this dirt, no big deal. Alright, so this should work, right? Yes! We did it. We built a square. You got something against big noses? No, I don't. Like, I can't take an issue with a big anything because, like, my head, like, I have the biggest head in the United States, right? Like, its circumference is huge. Like, a small family could live there. So, like, I can't have a problem with big anything. If you got big stuff, that's fine. Welcome to the club. Okay, so that was huge. That was huge. Did I use 100 points for putting a stupid little box? I don't understand. Oh, we're gonna put a sign here. 100 points for that. Okay. Make another bed and bearded guy will move into the room to make it less creepy. Okay, so we definitely can't put a bed in here. Can't put a bed in. That limits our options a little bit. We can put a fire in, though. That might be nice. That might be nice. That might be nice. We got the slime. We just need another stick. Do you know how long this game is to finish? If you don't speak the language, probably quite long. But it seems like there are 3 acts, or 3 acts and then a final act. So I bet it's not that long. I bet you just kind of go through the gamut of things. You do some quests, you fight some bosses. My guess, I could be completely off on this, so please don't take this as fact. It's probably like 20 to 30 hours. If you kind of just breeze through it and you can read everything very well. Yeah, dude, Elise is... And I say this is not like in a sarcastic way. Like, Elise is Hollywood now. Like, Funhouse was like the best move ever for her. Like, she's huge. She's gonna be in like movies and shit. And like, again, I'm not even being sarcastic. I think that's cool. Like, it's so awesome. Like, when I first met Elise, like, she wasn't very confident in herself, and she just, you know, she didn't go for it as much. But like over time, like, she just, it was like a phoenix rising, and she like got so much confidence in herself and did all this amazing stuff and like crushed it on Man Ups. It was awesome. It's really cool to see. Okay, 50 points. Elise's parents, yeah, that's kind of true. That's kind of true. That's kind of true. They have similar arcs. And that's the other thing. That's the other thing. I have never seen Elise be mean to another soul in my life. And I haven't known her that long, but I worked with her for a couple of years. And, you know, she would rib you a little bit, but she was never, like, actually mean. Like, I never went home and I was like, oh, man, Abby really... Or not Abby. Abby's my girlfriend. Elise never gave me a hard time. Like, I don't know. I never complained about her. I know I'm fumbling over myself, but, yeah. Never had any complaints. No, I don't even think she was mean to Bossman. Not once. I mean, he can tell you better than I can, but don't think so. Yeah, Ian and Elise are on the latest Hey Ash. Go to Hey Ash What You Plan on YouTube, and you will see them. It's kind of nostalgic, if you will. Did we already build a pot for them? Elise wasn't around when those those horrible Link to the Past comments by Bosman were made, so she would have been upset. At least A Link to the Past, I think, is her favorite game. Need more dirt. Need some slime. I want to build a lot of pots. Guys, before I started the stream, like, Elgato was working totally fine for me during the test and everything, and then all of a sudden it just crapped out, and I was worried. Like, it was 7:45, and I was like, no, the stream's not gonna happen, it's not gonna happen. And then it worked out, so I was very glad. Where are these slimes? Did I just run past them? Yes, I did. Remember when you guys played tabletop with Chris Perkins? Yep, an incredible experience. I'm amazed that he or Wizards of the Coast knew about our show and like were willing to work with us. You can bet that I can't promise anything, but I will reach out to Chris Perkins. That guy is the best dungeon master on the planet, and it would be a thrill to have him back. He's got a great sense of humor, has great improvisational skills, knows how to tell a story, can do voices. Would love to have him back on the show. Even if he was like, Ben, you can't play or be in this at all, I'd be like, that's fine. Do it for the people. Matthew Mercer is amazing. Yeah, absolutely. Critical Role is awesome. Not trying to throw anybody under the bus. Just giving Chris Perkins his due props. That's all. What are your thoughts on World of Final Fantasy? I think it's great. It's kind of exactly what Square Enix needs, right? So if they're going to be doing the Final Fantasy VII Remake and the Final Fantasy 15, they're going to have these huge blockbuster games that are... They're going to take everything out of you. Kind of getting to play around in this really chibi, adorable, you know, calmer Final Fantasy world might be super refreshing and might be a good, like, way to cleanse your palate in between these sort of, like, extremely hyped, how amazing are they going to be games. I'm looking forward to it. It's smart that that is happening. You gave voice to a piece of moss. Yeah. Yeah, the thing I've been thinking about is I want to do callbacks to the first season and stuff, but I don't want to seem overly reliant on that. So I'm trying to figure out a way to maybe do it in an elegant, classy way that's fun for everybody without making it seem like we're constantly retreading the same ground. So haven't found a great balance with it yet, but I'll continue working. Any chance we'll see Marcus Beer? That's a great question. I don't know if he's... I don't think Marcus Beer ever liked me very much, so I haven't heard from him. But I don't know if he's reached out to Brandon or Kyle or just people he knew better. And maybe something is already in the works, but I don't know anything about it. Do the slimes? Nope, there's a slime. Hey Ben, any chance you're going to have a show of your own like Huber, or are you going to stick to D&D only? So I actually really want to have a show of my own, and when this started, that was going to happen. That was actually in the works. And the way that the sort of things fell into place is there just wasn't room for it. So like I'm going to be really kind of championing reviews early on. I'm going to be doing a lot with reviews. I'm going to be doing a second podcast that I can't talk too much about. I'm going to be doing Tabletop Adventures, and then I'm going to be doing stuff with patrons. So there just isn't space for it right now. But I do have a show idea that I'm really into that I want to do. It's going to be different than the other shows that GT is offering. So I hope I can make it happen. Dude, the second podcast is gonna be sick, you guys. It's gonna be good. I'm stoked. No, unfortunately, it's not with anime. Believe it or not. So many pots. Are you streaming your own any of those of the week? Well, honestly, so that's kind of developing right now. I've honestly loved doing the stream so much that I want to stream more. It just sort of depends. Like, our schedules are in flux because we have all this work that we need to do and we're excited to do it, but we don't exactly know how we're going to schedule it or what the time frames are going to be and that sort of stuff. So I do want to stream more. If you guys want to see me stream something, that's going to make it more fun for me. So please let me know what you want me to stream. If you want to see more builders, awesome. If you want to see Hearthstone or whatever it is, like, let me know. I'll do it. Within reason. I'll do it within reason. Ben, are you going to review stuff? I'm going to be reviewing a bunch of things, yes. Reviews are coming back. And it's not just like I'm the only one that wants to do reviews, but the way that it worked out is like I'm kind of in a position to focus on them the most right now. You're going to see more Huber reviews and Brandon reviews and Blood reviews and Damiani reviews and all that stuff. but in month 1, you're probably going to be seeing a lot of Ben Moore reviews, which is probably good for some people, bad for others, but everybody will get their turn for sure. Even Brad is going to be reviewing things, which is super exciting. Very thrilled about. I bet you can guess what he's going to review. I won't say it, but I bet you can guess. Sorry we've just been kind of like lackadaisically going around the game. It's just been fun talking to you guys and answering stuff. Alright, what else do we need for this fire pit? We need a fire, of course. More fucking slabs. Have Bosman reviewed again? I asked Bosman, I was like, hey man, do you want to review? And he doesn't have any interest. And that's totally cool. Like, why make that guy do something he doesn't want to do? But whatever the successor to Final Bosman ends up being, I mean, like, he's so brilliant at delivering criticism through that medium that, like, you don't even really need a Kyle review. Like, you kind of get all you need out of that show, and that's exciting. Like, the way that he talked about vibes, is better than anything I ever did in any review. Like, it was beautiful. It was so simple and pure. It was awesome. I want more of that. Oh, also his Yokai Watch video I thought was really cool. I want to see more of that as well. I don't know if that's going to happen, but neat stuff, neat stuff. Will there be an equivalent of the first 15? That is not planned at the moment. Could happen. Not saying it's not going to happen. Could very well happen, but it is not on the docket. Like, you have to keep in mind, there's definitely, like, people want to do things, and I think we're going to get to the capacity where we can achieve most of that, but, and I know it's going to be frustrating for people, especially after they just gave us money, and I totally understand. We will get there. We will get there. Like, all of us are so driven right now. It's crazy. Like, just the passion and the intensity that I see from everybody, like, it's there. The drive is there. Oh, I should... No, I shouldn't mention that. Never mind. Sorry. Dropping things that I probably shouldn't drop yet. $300 points! 300 points! We're almost at level 2. Maybe another pot will just do it. We're level 2. We leveled up the camp. We did it. Everyone talks like Huber now, by the way. I'm not opposed to it, but I'll do it, and it's not until after the fact that I realize that I did it. So this is the thing that I was going to drop that I didn't want to drop. I can phrase it like this. So this is all I can say about the reviews. Reviews are going to be different in terms of score, but they will not be different really in terms of structure. So if you liked the structure of the DT reviews and liked the way that they flowed, and you loved the fact that Brandon Jones was narrating them, all that stuff is going to stay the same. But the way that they're scored is going to be different. I can't comment on how exactly it's going to be different yet. So it's funny that you say the 2 thumbs up thing, because Huber has this idea that we might actually do where we're gonna like sit on a couch and be like Siskel and Ebert, and we're just gonna talk about a game and get more and more excited, and at the end we're gonna give like thumbs up or thumbs down. And I love the idea. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but I think it's really cool. Is this a boss? Because this would be a crunch. What does the guide say? Battle 1. All the guide says, it doesn't give me any of the details. All it says is Battle 1. Okay, he's telling me to bring a club to beat this guy up and to bring healing cream, that gross ass healing cream. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna say no, because I'm worried it's gonna like teleport me somewhere, and I don't want to like commit to something that I'm not ready for yet. I'm gonna eat this onion though. What did that do? Oh, it's just a flower. Okay. What? On cinema, at the cinema. That's funny. It's a good show. It's a good show. Good stuff. Okay. Bloop. Should craft 3 healing cream. Cool. I hope our club has enough durability. I think it does. We'll be fine. Guys, this is the crunch. This is battle 1. Here we go. The end of the stream, man. Let's do it. Look at it's doing the Dragon Quest thing. We're going to do a fight. Where is it? Oh, we have to defend what we just built. That's so cool. Stay away from my home, you filthy skeletons. I don't know if you can block, so I'm not going to block. Look at bearded guy. Just mashing right now. Just mashing. Okay, if you destroy your own home, you lose points, so that kind of encourages you to not let them get close. Which is interesting. That was it. That was battle 1. That wasn't all that difficult. That was cool, though. It's neat because in Minecraft, like, you know, at night things come and that's always happening, but you get to choose when the battle happens. You kind of get to prepare for it. It's almost like a mild Monster Hunter feeling. It's pretty neat. Look at Bearded Dude. I just want to pause and like focus on Bearded Dude for a second. Does not break a sweat. Like, Skeleton's got nothing on Bearded Guy. I look like such a chump compared to Bearded Guy. What do we get? What is this thing? It looks like a half-eaten Choco Taco or something. What is that? Does anybody know what that is? It's really bothering me. Maybe the guide knows. You were given a broken portal tile at the end of the first battle. Make it full by crafting complete one at the workbench. Okay, cool. Portal tile is pretty rad. Maybe we're gonna go to like teleport to the other side because we couldn't swim before. Maybe that's how you get to the other side. That'd be neat. That'd be neat. But I don't think you can have a better crunch than Battle 1. So I think that's gonna do it for me, you guys. Honestly, this was fun. I was really tired going into this, and now I'm kind of wired. That's how I feel about this stream. But thank you so much for watching. I realized that I probably didn't pay enough attention to chat, so if you have any other questions, feel free to hit me up on Twitter or whatever method you prefer. I don't care. It doesn't have to be Twitter. And yeah, this was awesome. Thank you guys for being like so positive. I was kind of expecting a lot of trolling, and that didn't happen, so I appreciate that. I want to stream more, and I will be streaming next week on Wednesday at the same time, so 8 to 10. And Huber will be streaming before me at 6 to 8, and Bradley Ellis is going to be streaming tomorrow in the evening I'm not sure exactly what he's going to be playing, but look out for that. He's awesome. Go support him. Thank you, everybody, and I will see you next time.